Greetings. Another day, going to work. Yeah. So I just finished the book I was reading. It's an autobiography of S1, Symbolic One. I never heard of the dude, but he's a 3-time Grammy nominated producer. He worked with Kanye, Jay-Z, Beyonce, which is basically the same person at one point, and so on. And it was interesting. Some good points, I guess. Good takeaways. One, it showed that perseverance is important. You just got to keep doing what you do. So I'm like, yeah, I do what I do. The next thing is you got to work hard. Yeah, I work hard. Play hard. Another thing is you never know. Just random things happen. Like I could be walking, trip, go to the hospital, and then get introduced to someone who happens to know my music. Like just random in that sense. So I was feeling half of the book. But then there were some parts I was just like, it's cringy for me. Like, and this is the thing with artists in general. Artists are super spiritual. So they tend to say things like, I always knew that I was going to make it because, and insert your faith or belief in there, because such and such, like you didn't know that. And it's just weird like that. I can't really get on board with that one. How can you always know something? Because then he would say something like, here's this thing, it would be like, I sent my demo off to such and such, or I submitted my music, or I got in contact with so-and-so, and they said they'd call me back. After 2 or 3 weeks, I felt, maybe it wasn't meant to be. I guess I'm not good enough. Then the next week, they did email me, and I got the job, or I got my song placed. And then, you see, insert your religion, works in mysterious ways. And he would repeat this scenario or this story over and over again. I'm like, well, if, insert your religion, if it works in mysterious ways, then what is the problem? Then there's a part where he's like, you got to plan. If you don't plan, you fail. You fail to plan, you plan to fail. Love that phrase. But then he's like, you can't plan anything because insert your religion, whatever. They have plans for you. So you're doing this, but like it was inconsistent on that point. But I find out with a lot of creative people, they talk that way. The third point I took away is I'm fucked. I am fucked. Because a lot of these stories always have this, after I found my group, after I found my core people, after I haven't found anyone. Like they're talking how they clicking and vibing and how they, that part almost seems like a fairy tale to me. Like he said something like, they met at 4 a.m. They were working on music till 12. They were running around the field for cardio. And they went back to making tracks. At no point did they say they started smoking or drinking. Or they're like, where the bitches at? Or arguing over. They just were there working. And they were having fun. I can't tell you how many times I'll be the dude in a session who be all like, aren't we gonna do work? And they be like, come on, man, you gotta lighten up. So I'm fucked. Well, I won't say I'm fucked. It just seems I'm gonna have, I forgot to put lotion on today. Anyway, but that's what that is. Another thing that was interesting was writer camps. He said when they were working on Kanye's album, there were like 18 producers in this mansion, and they would just bounce around throwing stems at each other. Stems being like the pieces of the music. Because like power. One more man can have all this power. it's his song, but S1 made it. But that's just weird to me. This collaborative thing again with Madonna. Timbaland said the same thing when he was working with Madonna. She flew him out there, and there was a bunch of people in a room writing. Madonna shows up, be like, "What you got for me? Can you change this? Can you change that?" But yeah, it was an interesting book. I recommend it for up and comers and those who are doing what you gotta do. But yeah, would I read it again? No. I tend not to read anything twice. You don't have to hit this green light. So I don't know, man. Recently, I just been feeling. Now this coincides with when I feel this way. It's when I make my videos. So I feel like making this. But for a while, I was just not feeling like I was just keeping my head down, working on shit. Now I'm like, I'm ready to pop off. It could be that summer vacation's coming up. I don't know what it is. It could be the weather. But either way, I'm just flying. All right, here's another part from the book. He would say things like, insert your religion, your belief system. He puts people, they, he, she, they put the obstacles in your life, blah, 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 blah. So I gotta look at this if I'm looking through his glasses. By the way, these glasses are temporary. I want to get some black frame, non-reflective things. I don't know if you can have non-reflective black thing. I'm not sure. That's what I want. But I don't know. I just leave it at that. It was just an interesting book. I got a lot of takeaways from it. And, you know, he was working with Jay-Z. Jay-Z's one of my dudes, I guess. I like him. But I just, like, when he would talk about people, oh my gosh, it's just, I mean, all right, so he would say something like this. He would say, insert your religion, belief system. No one is above whatever. Then he would be like, and I was in there, and then Queen Bee came into the room. I was so nervous. Why the fuck you so nervous for if no one is above us? I get that those things just bother me. But anyway, it was really impressive, and I love the music. Like, it's an audio book, but there's music in between it. Usually old school, well, not old school, but back in the day, audio books are just audio. Well, music is audio, but it's not music. Speaking of, Black Thought just released his audio book, and I heard that it's like an album, music. So I picked that one up. It's only an hour and a half, and it's free if you got a subscription to Audible. This is Audible. But yeah, man, it's just me ranting. Tonight I'm going to this event. I still didn't decide if I'm going. It's an all-night event. It's a 2-part event. It's a 4 to 10 and then a 10 to 5 a.m. And I got to go to work at 9 a.m. So I'm debating if I should do one or both or just skip it and focus on music. But, oh, and what is the event? I'll leave. Anyway, I'll let you know what the event is if I let you know. This is a crazy event. Crazy. Because, I don't know, I need to meet people. And it seemed like they are having people. Anyway, I just got to work. And be safe. Let me know your thoughts on the book if you read it. Not that I think anyone read it, but if you did, let me know your thoughts. All right, peace.